Little Black Book. The live is on. We're about to go live. And we're live.
www.jamradio.com is going down. It's Thursday. It's a Jammitorcrammit Thursday.
Yes.
I'm comedian Relos. We got the queen of all things in it, Miss Lovey, in the building. Say what up to the people.
How y'all doing, niggas? I got my Ace Boom Coons in the building once again. My constituents have arrived, and we have a special guest also by the name of Young Black and Nasty. Is that what it was?
I mean, I guess that's what it is now.
Yes, that's what it is.
You said it so straight to it.
Yeah, like you.
She couldn't be wrong.
Yeah, she was reciting that like a Christmas speech or something. Young Black and Nasty.
Young Black and Nasty.
What did you call it?
Oh, just Black Nasty.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
Black
Nasty.
You just had a birthday.
I like that. It sounds empowering.
Thank you. I try to empower
Young Black and Nasty sounds empowering.
Young Black and Nasty's in the building.
I'm the cougar. Before we get where we're going, I'm letting you know. You the kid.
Jeez Louise.
We're going to put your ass in the car seat on the way home.
Hey.
I will not.
Grown man, though. And I buckle up.
Look, he said he buckled up.
Already.
All right, Ben.
Safety
All right now, Ben.
Hey.
Yeah, we've been messing with Ben for a minute. He's been a couple of our shows. He's graced our stage, and many of laughs have come from the
I've been out of town with Ben a couple times.
Well, he's been out of town with Ben a couple times, also, in addition to.
Ben be traveling.
So he's been
trying to be like
doing.
Ben when I grow up.
Oh,
Right.
Man, you got to shoot high.
Oh.
High things in life.
I'm in the layup line right now.
So I've been harassing him via inbox about coming out to the show and sending me his comedian album. So tell us a little bit about what I'm talking about. Tell them.
As far as
the comedic
We're
album.
going to start with, how about you tell us about you?
Okay.
How you gonna tell me? You ain't even been here. I know about him. I'm trying to know about the
people
comedy.
listening don't
Well, they gonna learn after.
Where are you from?
They don't need to know none of that. They just need to know he got an album out called Young Black and Nasty.
Don't keep the Black Nasty to yourself.
They always like that. Is this how they always talk?
No, we haven't seen each other for a little while. So.
Oh, they miss each other.
We
Okay.
do miss each other. Nah, it's
Motherfucker.
with him.
Shit. Till I get my stimulus, I'm gonna forget all about you.
Oh, he came back. He just ran out.
Tell us about you, Mr. Ben Jackson.
Ben Jackson. Go by a lot of different monikers.
Such as?
You know, formerly known as Young Simba when I had the locks.
Yeah.
Long locks.
Young Simba.
Young Simba.
I remember
Oh, cut your hair. Got real weak.
Yeah, no,
You lost a lot of weight when you cut your hair. So this is the thing. When I lost that weight, when I cut my hair first, because I really just woke up and it was kind of like how Forrest Gump when he stopped running. And I just was like, no. Yeah, I was just like, I think I want to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't think about nothing like that because you'll mess around and kill yourself.
Right.
Why die? Because he couldn't decide whether to cut his hair.
I mean, he took like one lockout. And it was
He
like
read the Bible and it said if he cut it, he was going to get weak, so he didn't want to cut it.
I went to the barbershop to get an edge in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks prior, I went to get an edge, and there was one dude, he was cutting his locks off, and his girl was helping. She was like, she had been waiting for this. She was cutting it like, I've been waiting on this motherfucker, and she
probably had to be the one to do the scalp and retwist them and shit.
They was about to break up if she was cutting it herself. They was
I
going to
was
break
like,
up.
bro, what you doing? He was like, bro, I'm just ready. And then I was like, man, he seems so cool with it. Because I think about it. I had thought about it a lot.
You got tired of getting beat up at the house. She was probably putting the man.
That's what it was. She was cutting that thing with some aggression. And then I said, man, I just did it. And when I cut my hair, I was like, man, I was a little too thick to be walking around here with just a haircut because my hair used to take attention.
Haircut?
Yeah, because my hair used to take attention. Because at that point, I just would have been a little short, fat ass being. You know what I'm saying? When I had my locks,
that was before you became Black and Nasty? Or you was Black and Nasty?
I've been Black Nasty since I was born.
Oh, shit. You were born that way.
Yeah, but I had to manifest.
Okay.
Now I'm full-blown Black Nasty.
He grew into his size.
You know what I'm saying? So, and this, I don't even know if this is my last form.
Nigga have a perm, nigga.
But nah, yeah, you know, Young Simba, Black Nasty, Ben Jackson, Better Down Fool. You know, I'm a dude to stand up. I love it. Been doing it for a while.
When did you start? And why did you start?
A friend of mine wanted to do it, and they were scared. And I said I'd do it as a, like,
just be there as a wingman, help you do it, and we did it. And it's crazy, and she ended up quitting like a year later. Me and her.
Where are they now?
Look at us.
She do facials.
Not
the OnlyFans type facials. Like
she got an OnlyFans?
No, I got one, but my OnlyFans Black Nasty 1. I'll be going on thigh rub tonight around 11:30. It'll be an exotic thigh rub.
Okay, so
12:30
follow
a.m.
him on Instagram, y'all.
Yeah, 12:30 a.m. I'll be
Don't
going.
be his style, fellas.
Yeah, fellas, you don't want to.
No male subscribers?
No, y'all gotta watch P-Daddy.
Is that an option on OnlyFans where they can put no male subscribers?
Hell no.
I can't tell nobody. I mean, just don't DM me and be like, hey, player.
Was you rubbing counterclockwise or clockwise on the thighs?
I've been waiting.
Oh, man. So are you dating anyone?
Damn, she know right what this is.
That ain't on my program.
Yeah.
You said we getting to know you, I thought.
I ain't even finished giving my intro and then
It's called a transition.
That's his whole name.
It's Ben Jackson.
I guess it is.
Big, black, and nasty.
Actually,
little
this
nasty.
is Michael Johnson and comedian Michael Johnson. And
ain't me.
Who Michael Jackson is?
Shit, it ain't Ben Jackson. But no, shit. Am I dating anyone?
Yeah.
Man, it's COVID. You can't be out here like that.
You can't. That's what I'm asking.
First off,
You ain't got no COVID, boo?
The baby said you can tell your girl you're faithful, but you can still have a hoe. That's what the baby said.
The baby said that?
Yeah, it used to be the baby Jesus.
Man, I was trying to figure out who. That's how I know I'm getting older because he said the baby said that. I said, what baby said that?
The baby.
The baby.
Oh, okay.
And it used to be the baby Jesus.
Yeah, I'm slipping. I'm getting older.
Oh, man. Dark skin niggas are winning right now.
We are.
Stay woke.
I'm finna get a haircut tomorrow because I was thinking about growing my hair back, but my daughter said they don't want me to grow my locks back. So,
would you then go back to Simba or would you continue forward?
I mean, everything is still. I mean, life is by evolution.
I
know what I'm saying? So,
Yes.
I'm gonna go and cut the hair because they don't want it. But when they get to like them teenage years, I'm saying, remember
when she start doing what she want to do,
yeah,
you gonna
remember
start doing what you want to do.
So, but now, as far as dating, now I'm trying to find like I want to get into, I've been looking into the
polyamorous?
Yeah, I've been looking into it and just trying to learn it before I just jive right on because I don't even know how to just go up, walk up to them and say like,
you don't know how to be that other nigga.
Hey, player, look, I said I'm learning, so I ain't even got to that chapter. That's like at the end of the book. You tell me
That's the end.
you can't throw that in the front of the book, nigga, to not get to the end. You can't say, hey, so let's talk about your brotherhood.
Yeah. No.
Brotherhood.
Hey, that's what she.
Let's start that book off.
That's what she. That's what she wants. Yes.
Oh.
When you say that, her world just lights up.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. That's what she wants. That's what she wants.
Would you be one?
If that's what she wants, that's what she wants. That's what she wants. You know what I'm saying?
I'm asking you.
I ain't got to that chapter of the book. I don't even know what that's about.
I ain't talking about that chapter of the book. I'm just talking about you today.
I can't even fathom it because I don't even know about it. She obviously knows about it. She read up on it. She likes it. It worked for her. She want to try it out. I know nothing about it.
But it sounds like something you would apply for.
It don't seem like is this in the book? I don't know because if it's in the book,
no, I don't know.
I may not look at it.
No. I don't know if it's in the book or not, but we've had discussions about it in the past.
No,
it's like you ain't picked the side, so I'm like, well.
So I had this girl had told me one time when we was having a conversation and I said that, and then she did the flip on me.
The brother husbands.
Yeah,
You said sister wives.
And then but she said, the way she said it though, I can't read the words the way she said it.
Did she trick you?
No, it made
she was informed.
No,
it made it seem like it was cool. Like he gonna do this, she gonna do this.
Yeah. No, she didn't. She wasn't trying to put it as like, trying to convince me per se. Because we were just talking about. She was like, I'm too selfish to do the two girls and stuff like that. And I was just like, I couldn't. Hell nah.
I'm not.
No. So then she was just telling me her little spiel, and I was just sitting there. Fascinating how people think and you know what works for them, and I was just like, I mean, I guess that worked for you.
I mean, if you think in retrospect, if you know the kind of female that you are, and you know what you require, and you love a man, but you know that this man, no matter what, is never going to encompass what you need, and he has a brother, homeboy, or someone that
you doing it like that.
No,
I said we couldn't do it. No,
that circle was too small.
I could not put that in my scenario.
But they wouldn't be homeboys like you know him. You would know him, meet him like the camaraderie. It's basically like you have a camaraderie with another gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna find yourself competing on so many different things.
That's
like,
no. See that first
the
first rule of polyamory is letting go of your ego. So that's not even a part of.
Just because you let go of your ego don't mean a
that's
new
what
ego
competition.
can't grow. Like,
ain't nobody growing egos.
Goddamn.
You don't have to grow an ego. Ego is there.
It takes a certain level. I feel like it takes a certain.
The ego ain't going nowhere. You
So
might
we're talking
suppress
about
it, but it ain't going nowhere.
that are friends?
It's not. I mean,
That's what she threw out there.
it's like
Women.
Because you don't even have to have an ego. Both of y'all could be smashing and y'all just smashing it. But one night,
why do it have to be about sex? It's not even about sex
I'm just saying
at all.
This is just an example. This is just an example. No, what I'm saying is, both of y'all could be smashing, and one night you just hear her like, ah! You as that other nigga ain't gonna be like, well, shit, I'm just keep eating it regular.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
No,
like,
childish.
I'm be honest.
He's super childish.
When it comes down, when I started like thinking about, because I done been to, now I ain't got head first into it, but I done been invited to swinger parties before, and I just watched and seen what be going on, and
Yeah, that shit fun.
you know it's cool. And
You went and watched?
huh?
You just went and watched?
I mean, hey man,
let go.
Hey man, look. I went there and I didn't do too much. All right, I was just up in there chilling for the most part. And anywho, so I mean, I wasn't what they was on.
Yeah, you really gotta let go.
It's
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? No, what
If
I'm
you
saying,
are,
gotta be
no
free.
judgment. This is a safe place.
No, what I'm saying
You
is,
just gotta be free.
no, what I'm saying is that was back then. I was like, it's cool. I knew people that was into it or whatever. But I was just like, I don't know if I could get all the way in with my woman. So now I got to the point now where I'm just kind of like, man, I done deal with different women, and it be up and down, and you know, I got my stuff that I gotta have working, real family, and I was just like, I know exactly what I want with that, and then you gotta just say what you want with whatever. And I say, you know what? Try something different.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? All you can do is say no. I mean, if it don't work, it just don't work. You know what I'm saying?
On to the next thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a person that has I don't think I got no ex that want to look this out there that's plotting to get me or nothing like that. So,
I hope not.
you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, you know, I usually, when things end, that's that. We end and
It's peaceful.
it's peaceful for the most part. You know, you might feel a little type of way, but it ain't no extra shit. So you just move on. I'll say try it. If it don't work, move the fuck on.
Are they breaking up with you or you?
Right. I be like, man,
Are you breaking up with them?
I just be like, man, you know what? I'm gonna just try to do this party thing, and that's why before I jumped into it, because it ain't just about necessarily sex. You know what I'm saying? It's about.
It's really not.
It's
And that's
really
what
not.
big, when people think polyamorous, they automatically go to sex. It's not even about sex. It's like,
Right.
When I think
actually,
male and female, I think sex.
that's you,
Okay, so
Boris.
what is
Everyone
polyamorous?
else,
When I think about a man and a woman, it's sex time.
What is this?
Adam and Eve, it's sex time.
it's so much more than
What is
that.
polyamorous? What is it?
It's a relationship with multiple people. When, you know,
That everybody knows about each other?
Yeah,
Yes.
and this
Yeah,
is
they
what I
cool with
say.
it.
This is what I say. If you single and you have multiple partners, everybody's living poly.
They just
The only
don't know
difference
each other.
is, the only difference is you lying.
That's well, poly is more of. It's not just about.
It's more
fucking people.
structured.
No,
It's a
no, what I'm
structure,
saying- no, what-
family structure almost like
That's the
it's
reason
combined.
why-
It's a blended family. Like
that's the
some of
reason
these
why
people
it's
have
not poly.
kids, and the wives help each other with. Like it's a family unit. Like some people
With
live
one
like
man?
that.
No, but so,
One man and a bunch of women?
I mean, it
It
could
could
be
be with
anyway.
anything.
With a bunch of
It's a bunch
men.
of different ways to have.
One might be the
relationships.
worker, one might be the one that have all the kids, one might be the woman that just
it
have
may
all
be
the sex.
two. It may be two couples.
Yeah. It could be 4 people, a man and a woman and a man and a woman.
It could be like 2 people, 4 women and 3 guys.
I mean, but this is the thing though.
It's not sex though.
But this is the thing though. What's the difference?
Orgy is sex.
Yeah, but that's what.
That's why I can't do it, because if I was in it would be sex.
Right? I mean, that may happen at a point in time, but
there
that's
is
not.
no maybe.
No, okay, that is going to happen, but that ain't like the whole thing. When I'm thinking about, when I was looking into it, I wouldn't necessarily think about, ooh, how many people I'm gonna have in the bedroom per se. You know what I'm saying? It's just about my different experiences that I done dealt with, and it's kind of like getting rid of that being a hypocrite, because I've dated women who was into women and stuff like that, but I was like on some like I'd rather fuck around and then not have you doing, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta compete with male and female.
Well, no, I'm still like.
Why is it a competition with
No,
you,
it's not.
What's going on?
Because if you dating this woman,
because she used to be like,
yeah.
I guess so. That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
It used to be light skin.
Yeah, I done been out in that sun a little bit.
And now I'm peanut butter brown.
Yeah, my melanin made me smarter. You don't agree?
But
thank you.
I'm just saying, you know, I'm just I want to try it out, but not even saying like try it out all the way. I'm just saying I'm looking into it. So when I meet women, I do say that that's something that I'm, you know,
want to at
looking
least
into.
see the signs and know about it, because you don't want to end up thinking you talking to this girl and you just that guy on the outside of the poly. So, but me, you gotta educate yourself.
Because the people in the poly ain't out searching for extra poly members.
You don't know what they doing. There's too many people that are trying to hold it down.
It's not true.
People are gonna be human, and humans make mistakes.
It's not no mistake.
So I'd rather be with somebody who one person who gonna make a mistake than 5 people who gonna.
It's gonna be an understanding.
It don't matter.
Because everybody have a
that the speed limit is 35 miles an hour, but every now and then you make a mistake.
That's not a mistake. I know
exactly.
that's the suggested speed.
Which means you.
I choose not to do it, so fuck it. That's not a mistake.
That's a mistake.
That's a decision.
That's a conscious mistake.
That's a decision.
If you get pulled over, you're gonna be like, well, shit, I made a mistake somewhere.
Nah, bro. Hell no.
Hey, if anybody out there got their own opinions or want to share their opinions on Pilot, it's been a damn fool.
Yeah, please contact him. Females especially.
Females only.
Homegirls, if y'all know each other and y'all cool with it, hit them up right now.
Well, that's, because
he'll respond on the live.
Let me say that it's cool to hit the friends. So she said, yeah,
you gotta build.
So when you add him as a friend, he adding everybody on your friends list.
Yeah, she's talking about you and your little brother.
Who got a little brother?
No, I'm just talking about when you was like, if it was a situation where
originally when she presented the situation, she made it seem like people knew each other. But with the poly that she normally refers to, the people don't know each other, but they all cool with it. It's like, I trust you enough to do this with you, and everybody trusts each other enough to do with it. So somebody might not even care about sex, but it might happen. Well, one person might care about sex, and that person in that relationship know that, hey, this is what this person is for. One person might be the breadwinner, and they know they the breadwinner, but if I want to hit, it's my birthday, I might get some.
I mean, I think what happens is
you reduced it to the most simplest.
I
just want my nigga to know what he getting into.
At the end of the day, what happens is, I think what it comes down to is, it's all about choices, and this is just life decisions that you have to make, and it's something that you got to figure out if you cool with it or not, and you have to accept certain possibilities, because what happens is when you're dealing with one person, there's still a chance that him or her could be stepping out on you at the end of the day.
What's the purpose of stepping out?
I'm talking about in retrospect, when you're talking about 2 people dealing with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then so all it does is, this is something, but you know that at the same time you want to be in a relationship, you want to love this person, so you take that risk. Now, if this is something that you want, 2 people, you and this person, you gotta understand that that's another person they may be stepping out on you. But that's a risk that you may take.
In
and
2019, you better know what kind of person you with, because you
It's
might
2020. First of all, you will
That's
not take us back to
First
that.
off, we're not counting this year, because it's a whole bunch of
that
bullshit
COVID
going
is
on
taking
this year.
his mind.
In 2019,
This nigga took us back.
you
2020.
gotta. I just feel like you
You got
gotta.
mask putting his mask
You gotta be.
Nigga said,
What it
listen,
is.
in 2009,
we not even counting 20, because I don't count this year. Like everything that's going on, you cannot count this year.
Time to stop. We going back.
I ain't gonna be into 2020 until next year.
Speaking of 2020, does any of your comedy have any references to the common stuff that's going on right now? I know you sent me 3 different snippets, so let's talk about it.
Those are actually. So I'm gonna tell you what happened.
What happened?
So this album was actually released last Memorial Day.
2019, perhaps.
2019.
Okay, so this is this
Memorial
year.
Day.
That's this year, right, boy?
And boy, it's only a month old.
See how he put it on? 2 months old.
You know what I'm saying?
Woo, we got exclusive, y'all. Major key alert.
See what I did there?
So I had it and it was going or whatever. And I got the doc. You know, you can go and look at it online. But I wasn't paying attention. Didn't have access to the email and stuff that I had it linked up to. And when I got access to it, not paying attention, they took my album offline. Like it had been streaming, you know, online. People been, you know, tagging me, listen to it. I listened to it all the time.
Probably when you switched, they was just like, well.
So it was time for. Well, I missed the time when it was time to
Renew.
renew. You know, doing things.
What platform did you have it on?
TuneCore, you know what I'm saying?
Shame.
You know what I'm saying? But
Shade.
I was like, okay, damn. Because I was
That's money missed.
Well, it just got taken off, and which is still money missed. But I did. The reason why I found out, that's how God works, because I didn't know that it was off. I had just listened to it maybe not too long ago. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I just listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, a friend of mine hit me up and was like that they had an opportunity with me. I ain't gonna put it out here trying to, cloud chasing and be trying to find 2 girlfriends. But
not tonight. Tomorrow is Friday though.
But no, it was like that it was a major guy that was putting out a streaming platform, and they was wanted to put my stuff on there. It was like, I went to look for your stuff and it's gone. I said, what? And then that's what made me go even trying to figure out. I thought it was hooked up to this email. It ain't to this email. And I said, oh man,
Go check the certificate.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I said, man, it's time to get in the system. You know what I'm saying? When it got to like that, but
Or management.
management. You know what I'm saying? So I have that. The album will be. I guess it almost would be like a preview almost, because the album will be up again this weekend.
That's nice.
So I'm gonna re-release it, and then I'm gonna do a major storm because I got another album that's already ready to go.
Is there visuals with this last album?
With the first one,
This one right here?
No.
What's it called?
It's Tough.
It's Tough. Okay.
Yeah, I recorded it last January at the Improv. The story behind that is they had told me that I couldn't record. You know how improv is, because it's a chain, and I understand it. You got their name in the back. People try to sell it just off of it being at the Improv. So they said, I couldn't do that. I wasn't tripping. First time, I said I ain't gonna rock the boat. It is what it is. So
that's why you need a manager.
So I got up there though, and now the DJ had recorded the whole audio for me, and he's like, at the end, he's like, man, you man, you going? So I recorded the whole. I mean, I'm just up there just going.
So you still got the audio regardless?
Yeah, that's how I ended up.
That's
how I ended up making it into the album. That's what this is, because when I was done, I ended up just going in on some hey, this your first time headlining the Improv. Shit. Headlining the Improv.
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah,
shout out.
Oh, I made it!
Wait, so it's cool, thank you.
You're
but
welcome.
It sounds like when I'm telling this, and then Boris has said it's 2019. This was last year.
That's what I said.
That was 2019.
It was
The
2018.
album came out last year. The first time headlining Improv. I done headlined Improv like 4,000-5,000.
Okay,
I worked
cool.
with,
That's why I want to be like him.
I did John Witherspoon's last comedy show before he passed away. He didn't perform no more after me. Not that hey, we did go to this
So he
comedy.
gave you the torch.
Hey, I don't know.
Let me get a bang, bang,
Oh,
bang.
you took the
But no, man, he was.
I love
he
Pops.
was a gym. We went to the strip club.
What?
I bet you did.
Oh,
Bang,
man.
bang, bang, bang.
Right.
It was like that was crazy. We went to the strip club and he was like, some strippers had walked, like some escorts.
Stripper sports?
Well, they was like Hispanic, white. They was like a white girl
A
and
couple
Hispanic
ladies
girl.
with the walk.
So they came in and they walked up on us on our first show on Thursday and was like, hey, y'all was really funny tonight, come out to our club. And I'm like, y'all know it's Pops. Like, I mean, so he's like, yeah, come out. And then his dude was like, nah, he's not going out. It's Thursday or whatever. So I still got the information from the chicks. They sending stuff like, hey, y'all can come out, whoop whoop. So then we did Friday show, was real, and then every night we just get closer. Because at first he said he wanted the green room to himself. First he wanted the green room to himself or whatever, and then later he turned around and was like, y'all come on in, start talking. You know how it is. So we in there just kicking it, and then Saturday came in and you could just feel the vibe was different.
Yeah.
And then the dude was like, hey, because me and him, and the dude was like, we go out to the back. We're not the back. So he said, hey, I think John can go back. I said, okay. I said, okay, cool. I said, okay, cool. I said, the girls are, and see what they come on. You know what I'm saying? So they had already told me what their club name was. I can't remember what it was. I don't remember.
We ain't gonna say
and I don't remember what club we went to together, but it was on the north side. It was on the north side, the club that we ended up at.
Okay,
I know we did. So
we right here.
So then, so we did. So I ended up like googling their name or their club, and then it came up like 3.5, and then he was like, nah, he ain't going to. And then he said he got to be 4.5 with that. He got to be 4.5 with that, and he ain't going to. And I said, okay. So I went back. I said, oh shit. And this is the first time I didn't really do it. Cause I ain't want to call people.
Yeah, it looked like nigga who didn't know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
You don't want to be that nigga.
Yeah, I want to call people like, hey man, what strip club? I need a 4.5 star strip club.
ASAP. Tonight.
For when? Tonight around about 12:30. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's 30 minutes away.
You know what I'm saying? For no, he had told us this was like when we came in for the first show.
He gave you a little time to prep.
He was like, hey brother, fix tonight. Set the night up.
Yeah.
We going out. So we ended up going to this little spot and I'm following them. So we was at the Improv, I get there and then they was trying, I walk up and she was like, I say, hey, cause they was already there. I say, hey, cause she said it's like $30 to get in. I said, hold on. Like, you know them aggressive. It's like you don't even tell me good evening.
Yeah,
like that. I just walked up.
Yeah,
I walked in. She was like $30. I said, hold on, because I'm about to call somebody. I know I can't call John, but I do got his dude number. I think. Yeah, I got his dude number. I said, hold on. I said, I'm here with and I did like I said, I'm here with because I was about to say John Witherspoon, but then everybody don't know him as John Witherspoon. If you know him, I say, I'm here with. Have you ever seen Friday? She said, okay, come on. She said, you gotta be with him if you know that he's here with him. I said, yeah. So we went there. Strippers was getting off the dance floor. They had to like give them like a 30-minute, 45-minute break because they wanted to come in and take pictures and it was fun and it was crazy. We was sitting in there and Pop spent no money, of course.
No doubt.
No, he got he was like, see, when women take pictures, he's like, God damn it, don't let my wife see this shit. it was just fun. And then one dude walked the funny shit when we was in there. a dude walked up while he had two girls in his lap. They just talking, trying to finesse Pops, man. They don't even know he on the. I hate it. I wish I could have just got them off and said, "Get off of him."
You couldn't tell him that.
Yeah, because he had been talking about, the last Friday. He talking about boondocks. He had been excited about, talking about what's next. And they just all up on him. They probably trying to scheme and kill him and get his money. That's what they was thinking. And they sit on his lap. And then this dude walked up and said, "Can I get a picture?" And then he said, "All right, cool." And then he did like this with his phone. We thinking like he gonna get in the picture. He told them to do like, he did like this, and the strippers got out the way, and then he just snapped the picture of Pops just like that with his phone and walked away. I said, "You ain't want to even be in it." I said, "That's the life that I want to get to." When niggas want to say, "Get all this ass and tits out the way. I need you, right? You want to get in here? I don't want to miss you, bro. This is your time. I need you in my phone. That's love. You know what I'm saying? So, 2019 was something.
That's dope.
2021 gonna be something too. We have a lot going on.
I'm excited to hear this album that you have put together.
Yeah,
and so you got the vocal or the audio from your show
Yeah.
and broke it down into different segments.
Yeah, we just
different tracks.
It could have been better if I really went through the producer thing like that, but it was done.
Like got it mixed down.
Yeah, and everything like that, but it was
It's kind of cool to have that. I was gonna say
that's
it's still cool to have that raw sound to it, like the old what's his name? Red Fox.
Right.
If you hear that,
because you can hear the jokes clearly.
Okay.
And you can when
people laugh.
You can hear the crowd roaring. And to be honest with you, the crowd wasn't mic'd up, so to be honest, it feels. Of course, you could have heard the crowd better, but you can almost feel like it's like a roar, like you can feel like it must have been lit.
Wow.
You hear the
This must have
joke.
been live.
Yeah,
No, you hear them jokes. He's stupid.
It wasn't a nigga doing this.
Right. So you hear them jokes, and then you hearing this, and then you can hear people like kind of talking in it, because like I said, it was recorded on some like. I didn't know that he had hit that the mic is recorded.
He probably plugged in.
Yeah, it's plugged in, and I'm just up there like, "Hey man, I'm just gonna go up there, do my thing, and tell some jokes." And then we sold out. I had I'm gonna tell it like they do on ESPN. I had the highest.
Dress it up.
Here we go.
Come on, dress it up.
Here we go. I had the highest numbers. No, I had the highest ticket sales for a comedian born on the south side of Houston on a Thursday night in January.
Hey, black accomplishment. You hear me?
Right. No, I think
that was real. That's real people here.
That's awesome.
That wasn't no budget.
That wasn't no budget.
Real niggas back here.
Y'all can leave now.
And we are properly social distancing also.
So they was clapping from a long distance.
Right, just so y'all know.
But no, I think that night we did 350, and that was 2 weeks. That was right after That was right after the Funniest in Texas competition. And then 2 weeks, he told me that night, he said, "Hey, you want a headline in 2 weeks?" I said, "Yeah." And then so people came out, and we did about we did 350, no, we not 340. We did 340. And they, you know how improv do that shit, the doors are. So there was some people that was on the thing. You'll hear where somebody, like a couple times when my phone goes off, that's people calling trying to get in.
Them the ladies.
Lazy people, whatever.
I hate when people do that. And I hate when people call me when we on the radio too.
Right.
You can't tell niggas to stop being niggas.
Right. They don't know how.
They don't know
You got a
how.
show.
You know what I'm saying? So
You invited me to this shit.
right.
Look at that.
Should have been on time.
You know what I'm
Niggas say,
saying?
"I better get my money back on your voicemail."
Right. So we did, it was cool, and after that it was just we was working. It was a good year. I had a really good year. We had Jamie Kennedy right after that.
I love Jamie Kennedy.
I did Jamie Kennedy twice. I did Theo Vaughn, who has this crazy podcast. Used to be on Road Rules. Crazy.
I love that show back in the day. That was like the beginning of Real World Road Rules.
What's the name from Mad TV? Bobby Lee.
Okay.
Bobby Lee got my coffee. stop my car from getting stolen. So it's always
God bless
yeah,
Bobby.
God always blessed by me. And shoot, then we did last year, yeah. Then it was then of course with me headlining my little thing, you know, my shows throughout the improv circuit, and then Guy Tori.
Yeah, I remember Guy Tori came out.
I did Guy Tori, and then I did then Pops. And
So you've been meeting some dope ass comedians
yeah, it's
along
been
the way.
cool. And they've been giving some love and work. And yeah, we did a lot last year. We did the movie. We did a lot.
Yeah, well, you did a couple shows with us last year.
Yeah, we
too,
did.
So.
We came out there. On the north. That was out north now.
Yeah.
That was,
You in the north now.
That's Skyline.
That was out. That was.
Yeah, it was
That was Skyline. Hookah Line on 1960
Skyline.
Jones.
Yeah, that's our
cool.
shit.
See, man, I got a show
Yeah.
on September the 26th.
I got a show.
Is it the 26th or the 27th?
27th.
Because Soul
But
Hymns
get
is
here
on the
early.
27th.
It's on the 20th. No.
Yes,
What's
Soul
on?
Hymns, the show, the R&B show with Tomorrow, is on the 27th.
Oh, well, I've been hosting this show. You know how long he's been promoting this out?
I don't know. I'm just letting you know what's going on the 27th.
Well, I'm going to be in 2 places that night.
You are good at that.
Houdini.
So,
I got a show this weekend.
where your show at,
It's
B-Man?
Sunday.
We might pull up on this weekend.
I'm with it.
It's off of it's at Salon 180. Keisha
Oh, that's on this
Hunt,
side of town.
On the north side,
Oh,
1960.
What day is that?
Sunday. It's 2 shows. One at 7, one at 9. No, one at 7. Get that set.
Probably 1 at 7, 1 at 9.
Yeah, 1 at 7, 1 at 9. It'll be me, Brandy Adams, who she's Brandy Adams, really funny. She toured with Eddie B, and the Teachers Only tour, and he got a show coming out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Be work.
Eddie B working. Brandy Adams, really funny, and then Leroy III is hosting it. Real funny guy. Who?
Well, I think I saw the flyer for that.
Yeah, Leroy is he hustles around the city as far as
Oh,
putting together
Leroy.
shows.
He
Shout out
don't
to
do
Leroy
nothing else. He
III.
hustles.
Yeah, he hustling.
He hustle man without a jacket.
and really funny. And it's put together by Keisha Hunt, who's Keisha Hunt. Check her resume, a legend from Houston, from the north.
She won like that Miller Lite
She's
funny
middle-
stand up. Like she's a beast.
Jamie Foxx Lapapalooza.
Yeah.
So she'll be in the building. It's her comedy club that she's put together with her sister. Since this COVID been going, this COVID has really made people. It's pulled the people who, who weren't able to. If it's not what you really want to do, or it's not your thing, them people got to move to the side, and if those people who are, they get in second gear. So,
ain't no clogging up the main line.
Right.
Flipping the script.
Yeah, it's a lot of
There's a lot of change
Depends on where
going
you
on
coming
around
from.
these parts.
we gotta balance things out.
So you have your tracks ready to go. I definitely want to get into it because I'm trying to get them laughs. I have a question though as a comedian, and then we'll get your social media and we'll let the show close out. What do you think about other comedians taking jokes and using them in their comedy?
Alright, so when it comes
This ain't for me.
so when it comes
Forrest,
to
you better sit your ass down, y'all. I hate Forrest.
so when it comes to the thing about comedy and first off, comedy in my opinion is the hardest entertainment genre.
I agree.
The reason being is because you can hear people talk about somebody biting their style of rap, but you can talk and rap about the same shit
Right.
all day. You can talk about guns and bitches and ass. You can talk about uplifting black people. But they just gonna call it a lane or
True.
a genre.
Right.
You
They
know what I'm
pigeonhole
saying?
it.
You know what I'm saying? And you can flip it. They remix songs. They take like this WAP. That's they call it
Some
paying
hoes
homage.
in this house.
They
What
call
is
it,
it?
you know what I'm saying?
It's a song. I didn't make it up.
You know what I'm saying?
They was in the house. They was in that
You know what
house.
I'm saying? But it's called paying homage.
No, totally.
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to comedy, it's completely different.
Okay.
People have this whole type of thing where you gotta. And it's a little bit like that in hip hop. They got some unwritten rules. Like you gotta write your own jokes. You gotta.
Because I've seen an artist. Because I'm really big on comedy. Like, I love comedy, watching it.
Right.
Like, I'm talking about old Def Comedy Jam. Like, you know, like everything comedy, stand-ups.
Kings of comedy.
Kings of comedy. Any kind of anything with comedy stand-up, I'm watching it.
Right.
And then I'll see someone and I hear the joke and I'm like...
So, this is the thing. So, this is what I say. When it comes to that, what people need to understand is we all live in the same world. We've experienced some of the same things and certain things. So, no, hold on. I'm finna flip it. Let me tell you.
Let him get it out.
So when it comes to content, like for example, when Trump was, I was trying not to do Trump jokes. I don't have many Trump jokes unless I made them very particular with their mind.
Right.
No, not basic. My jokes are mine, so I think that
just have to be something that I'm gonna actually think about,
right,
not just what everybody else is saying.
And I feel like if anybody who's seen me perform and when you hear me or whatever like that, I don't think that you may start off hearing like, okay, they talking about, if I'm talking about, I think I said one about fast food. If I'm talking about, it start off that way, that's not, you haven't heard that. Whatever I said, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, my jokes are me. Is that me? Oh, that's mine. I'm sorry. That's me. I got this alarm that goes off at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
You gotta take a message?
No, it goes off. It's called meat
I was
beating.
like, hold on.
It's called meat beating. And that's just to make sure that I have a nice day. And then that because you know,
You gotta beat the meat.
it's a lot of shit going on in
It don't matter what
life.
happened, I'm gonna beat this meat.
Yeah, because if
That's not what he said,
no,
Morris.
no,
That's
in a
what
sense,
alarm
no.
call.
It's called meat beating because if I'm sitting at the house and I done had a rough day, you know when you having a bad day, you probably ain't going out if you got a bad day. You at the house chilling, and you know what? By 9 o'clock, and I'm sitting at the house mad or angry or sad, whatever it may be, but because of the day, I want to at least beat my dick and be happy.
At 9 p.m., you got to remind yourself?
9 p.m., I'm going to tell you, if you done had a rough day, and when that 9 p.m. go off, but this is the thing, I'm out here doing something productive, I'm doing something within my career, so I don't have time to beat my dick. So that means it's a productive day.
And another thing, he probably already beat his dick.
See that?
It's so
See
good,
that?
he probably reminded himself to beat it again.
No, you don't.
Oh my God.
No. You see, my day, I try not to beat my dick. I try not to.
Bless
you
his
know what
heart.
I'm saying?
He got to try.
No, because at the end of the day, if I have a bad day, I'm going to at least beat my dick. I'm
All
going to have
right,
some
I ain't mad at
satisfaction.
that. I feel you. It's a
So
mentality.
it's a mindset of always trying to be doing something productive. By 9 o'clock, I ain't got time. That means that I'm either doing something or I'm getting ready to be doing something productive. Performing. I can't pull my dick out on stage. You know
True.
what I'm saying?
Gotta be responsible with
You
it.
know what I'm saying? So that means that I'm doing something productive. That's what I do to keep me good.
I'm glad you included us with that. We feel a part of it now.
Y'all got it. But as far as stealing jokes, so like I'm gonna end it with.
Because I done heard some comedians, and I be
We
feeling
all
like
see the same thing, and everybody, as far as content, you may go through times where people have the same content because people, definitely talking about black people, gonna talk about whatever they going on through in their life, but it's about what spin you put on it.
I'm talking
And your
about
own
verbatim.
thing. So that's why I'm going down the line. Do not ever if you can't do not worry about content. Your content, as long as your shit is about yourself, just like your shit. Can't nobody say that it sound like nobody else. That's it. But if you taking somebody's shit, whether they dead, whether they
Or live, or still performing
whether
that
they
shit
still performing, whether
tonight.
they stop. Like for me, when I write stuff, like my stuff don't even. I don't write the stuff that puts in my mind. Like that's the reason why I don't do the certain things online, because the things that pop online is not the type of stuff that I think about.
Right.
Not to say that people don't. I don't help people out with videos, and I got a bunch of friends and stuff that do different stuff like that. I enjoy it, but it's not what I do. It's not what makes me think. So my jokes don't even sound like the stuff that's popping on the.
So if your shit is stolen, we gonna know.
Exactly.
That's a Ben
Stolen.
Jackson joke. You just stole.
You're not in your own lane if your shit is stolen. It's
Right.
like you're just following different people. It's
So-
comedians out here doing it.
I know, because there's people that don't know that much about comedy, so the
That's the
joke is
thing.
the first thing to them. They hear it from this person, and then they
And that's
think that
their
this
joke.
person is The
this person hearing this joke for the first time, and that's their joke because they the one who said it when it ain't their joke. They just repeat it. Right. And in comedy, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. I
know, Malucci, you really need to check your comedy. You need to do some work and actually come up with your own things, because I really feel like.
About that.
Oh, I did. That's what I was talking about. That was the first example that came to mind.
Well, I mean, I ain't never been accused of. I don't think I've ever been accused of stealing jokes. And, I've been in a situation where someone.
You ain't never heard nobody stole no joke and
no, I've watched some. I watched.
Don't say the same person.
I watched a BT comic. I watched the person who's been on different things. The first time he seen me do a set, we got off stage and he said, "Man, your shit funny, man. You funny as hell." He said, "I'm gonna do your shit next week in Memphis." And then we laughed it off. And then I was young and he laughed that shit off.
You thought it was a joke.
Yeah, and I was like,
when you laugh, you fucked up.
So then I didn't see him for like 6 months. And then
he was in Memphis.
Yeah, tearing up that chitlin circus.
That's the last joke.
You know what I'm saying? So then he came, but the thing about it was he just happened to be in town again, and he came into a spot that we was at and it was popping or whatever. And I had done when you coming up. See, for me that was a joke that. And the thing about it,
you just working it out.
Yeah, working it out or whatever, and you working it every week, trying to get it right or whatever. He came in. I just did the joke like last week. I'm gonna do it that night because I'm still working on it. You know what I'm saying?
Still working on it.
You know what I'm saying? I was still working on it. And then, but this thing, he came in. This is when I found out he was using it because I hadn't seen it for 6 months after he told me.
He done convinced himself it's his joke.
Yeah.
He got up there.
It was his now.
He got up there. Before he got there, he was like, "Oh, Ben, what's up? You remember?" And we was chopping it up, talking, whoop, whoop, whatever. And then the dude introduced him. Right after me and him chopped it up, talking, he got up there, told the joke, did my joke.
You reminded him.
And then
the same way?
The same way. It wasn't even like that he added nothing to it.
Yeah.
And then he put it on his special. And it was like crazy.
And so what, did you say anything about it or make a weird eye contact? Was there a moment where it was like a silent, like...
I paid for it. I got paid for it.
Oh. Well, then.
When I first got into comedy, like, that was a big question I had because I said, like, when I started off, I wasn't funny, but I said some stuff that could be funny, you know? So I was hearing people, build their comedy off of things I said, like that night I performed. So I'm like, damn, like, what's up with stealing jokes? It's like, I didn't steal a joke, I stole a premise. Nigga, you stole a joke. That's where it started and that's where it ended with that same subject. So it's like, well, then I read a book because I read up a lot on comedy. It was saying, well, whoever makes it to TV first is the person whose joke it is.
Right.
So two people could be saying the same joke for the rest of their life, but whoever makes it to TV first, then it becomes their joke.
And once you got a time stamp.
Yeah, time stamp, really.
And then, but the thing about that was crazy is, if and the way life is today, I guess. The way the entertainment is today. If something is too big, if it get too popping, it doesn't matter about the time stamp.
Yeah.
You can turn around and say,
it don't matter.
You can turn around and say, hey, this stole this from me. I'm like, motherfucker, that shit don't sound like this. We like this shit.
Right.
We already used to this shit.
Right.
So just try to be original.
Your time.
That's what I mean. Get back in the lab, motherfucker. Stop worrying about this shit that got stolen. I remember. And Ali, the first time I met Ali, he said he had like outside. It was crazy how we met him. He walked up to us with a hammer because he was like he thought we was young, some young niggas out there meet some ass and Lord knows how we men looked at that time, but I didn't think we looked But we was out there just standing on the block of Third Ward, and we was out there talking with Group, and he was like, man, he's putting out, doing this thing or whatever. He was just like, oh man, I ain't know. Oh, and he recognized Shabazz and a couple other guys. That was my first time meeting him. He was like, oh, I thought y'all was some young niggas out here trying to do something, and he pulled out a hammer. I was about to hammer one of you little nuts. so I was like, alright. So then, but he told us a story about a comic who was popping at the time. He was like, man, this dude, as far as like taking jokes, he was like, man, this dude is getting, and this dude ended up going on to be pretty famous as well. He was like, man, he was talking. And at the time, the dude hadn't even. He was cool. He was famous. Everybody was famous. I mean, he was famous or whatever, but Ali was still. I mean, he was still in the city, but he was doing his thing. You know, Ali been doing his thing, been around, but he really doing his thing now. You know what I'm saying? So
he made it.
Right. So at that time, he was just like, man, he was giving us a story. He was like, man, that dude. He was telling one of his mentors, DL, at the time. He's like, man, this dude's stealing all my jokes. He going in before me, he getting the groove, and he taking like my shit and flipping it, woo. And then he's like, man, well, you can't take your mind. He said, go write some more shit. He said, stop making that shit. That means you gotta dig in and
your shit too relatable.
Your shit too relatable. So that's why with my shit, I try to make myself, if it's too easy, I'm not gonna get up there on stage because I don't feel comfortable even saying
and work for it.
Yeah, I don't even feel comfortable. People say I'm a storyteller. That's why you'll look at my thing and it'll be an 8-minute joke, but you're gonna take it on the ride, and you can sit there and watch and listen to the joke, and it might be 7 minutes, and you listen there like, what the fuck is he finna go with this book?
And I look
you having a
forward.
conversation.
Yes.
I'm having a conversation with the crowd, and they just ride me.
And the name of this is called I'll Be Dead in the AM?
Yeah, that's one of my, that's the joke. That joke is called I'll Be Dead in the Morning.
Oh,
in AM, yeah, you
okay.
say in AM, yeah.
And you have Tart, and you have National.
Tart is probably one of my favorites.
Okay.
And I mean, they all, them was good. It's,
I mean, did he sing?
He sent me 3. We're going to play them all. Yeah, we're going to play all 3.
Okay.
We're going to play all 3, and we're going to put them in rotation. So when you submit stuff on TuneCore, it should encode it. And if it's labeled the same on TuneCore as it is on here, it counts as a spin.
Okay.
So we're registered.
Put money in your pocket.
Yeah. So,
Make sure you pay your
I'm
tithes.
gonna see y'all at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Y'all let it rotate, let it go. Let it get it rolling, and I'll come see y'all in 2021. Y'all gotta let this go, and then I'll see y'all at the end of 2021.
So how do people, if they want to look you up, if they want to book you, if they want to reach out to you, how do they go about doing such a thing?
Been a Damn Fool on all social medias. I'm on YouTube. You can just type in Ben Jackson, bless you.
Thank you, son.
Ben Jackson, comedian on YouTube, and you can see some a couple of videos. I promise, been a Damn Fool on Instagram and stuff like that. I promise y'all, I am getting into the internet game. You know what I'm saying? I put a video up the other day, I think a couple days ago, making progress. You know what I'm saying?
You on the visuals?
Yeah, I did a visual, and a couple people like.
Now you the main star.
I mean, so I
Start
looked
making
at
cameos.
You know what I'm saying? I did. Yeah, you seen it.
You cameo nigga shit. You should have been that nigga.
Hey man, I'm a dude that I'm all about the team, and I know when it's.
Timing is everything.
Time is everything, and then the thing about it is, like with the internet, and definitely during this COVID time, I applaud all my comedian brothers and sisters, definitely in Houston, because I know in Texas, the ones in Louisiana, the ones that I know personally, because like I said before, like that's not necessarily my thug-ism as far as that thing, but I try to stay as relevant as I can, and then people just know that this is what I do. People there's some people that don't recognize me as a nigga with benefits, and I'm a nigga with benefits, ladies, in case
Obviously.
whatever. But yeah, I'm still essential.
Already.
So I know it was tough He lost his job, but I still his job. But
I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? But
I definitely appreciate you.
you know, but
Your comedy, especially. You've
know.
always come through and shut our stages down. You've always made me laugh. And
yeah, but some people don't associate me with that regularly, with that life. They associate me with a comedian. So as a comedian, which is great because that's what I am. But they don't really even know about the whole other side as far as working and being in the medical field and stuff like that. So I don't necessarily. I mean, I still gotta be active.
do you put that out there though? Like,
not necessarily. I mean,
because I'm really like private about.
But at the time, it was a point in time when that was part of the thing, and then I progressed in.
Yeah, like I progressed. Joke at the time.
At a point in time, and then as I progressed as a comedian, I also progressed in my job, so in my career. So I got a career in there if I wanted to go that route or whatever. But this is the love, and it's
The
going great.
passion.
You know what I'm saying? So comedy's where it's at. 2020.
Yep.
So I got another album coming. So the next album will be out. It'll be out in the next 2 weeks.
Well,
Maybe
I wish
key
you would have
alert.
sent some new, but maybe you'll come back hopefully maybe next month.
The next album? Yeah, I'll put it up.
And send me a couple, and then we'll bring you in, and you can talk about the response possibly, or promote it a little bit, and you'll do a promo run.
To be honest with you, the album will be done, but I think I'm gonna take my time because I rushed the first one. Well, I was so excited because I got the footage, I got the audio, and I was like, oh shit, I'm about to have an album.
Right.
And, you know, I said, man, I gotta put it out. Let's do it. And I didn't do everything that I wanted to do, the whole rollout, the whole having a release party, having the, you know, doing all that. So,
Which we do.
you know what I'm saying? So this album will be available in the next week. And it'll be gearing up for the next album, which will be out, like I said, it'll be done, but we're gonna get into the rollout. I want to have fun with it.
You know, we do album releases here as well.
You know, I'm just waiting. You know, I do got a date.
I was on the edge.
Yeah.
But
But you don't want to be no liar. I understand.
Well, no, and then with the COVID and everything like that, it's kind of like I want it to
know
be
which way it's gonna go.
right. I want it to be, but I think it'll be special because I'm gonna tell you about this album.
Okay.
This album was recorded March the 13th or 15th, which was the day before they shut the city down. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I gave it to my guy has it. I gotta go pick it up, and I haven't heard it in like 3 months. So I really could. I mean, but people who was there, they was like, bro, that was like the greatest shit I ever listened to.
Oh, so you ain't even heard it yet?
I think I listened to like half of it.
Well, recently, so
I really don't remember.
It's new to him.
It's very new.
Right.
So when I'm excited to hear it. That's the one when I don't know if you seen me in that when I was up in that Burple and that I had my ankles out. Shout out to my boy Shabazz Playtime. He had his ankles out way before people could go. He had his ankles out.
Before we knew what ankles was, that nigga had his ankles out.
And when Mars was still out there with their shoes, it was like,
oh my god.
you know, it was like dress shoes was like some polo shoes.
Yeah.
And so, you know, when they said wear casual, he had his ankles out.
Cold hands on.
Yeah.
He ain't had no lotion, but he had them ankles on.
So that's what I have a little plum on. But I did that one at the Improv as well. And I want to see it's about 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
I'm excited for the new ones come out. Like I told you, I'm going to add the 3 that you sent me to our rotation. Right. If you want to, we could do kind of like a...
So what's going to happen, you put these in rotation, and then the link will be out for the full album, because this is just, it's actually 8.
It's 8, but you only sent me 3.
Yeah,
and I'm here for it.
But
what I could do is...
Right, cool.
Listen, what I could do is... when you release it, I can put out like a flyer or something like that if
like
you have a specific date.
Right.
And people can tune in at that specific time, and we'll play it at that specific time every day, like maybe Monday through Friday, or
and
you know
she'll
what I'm
message you and let you know like, hey, your song is gonna be on.
It's not a song,
your
but
music is gonna be on at this time.
you know, because you can promote it that way. Like,
Right.
hey, tune in at this time if you want to catch the audio. People might be, you know, it's on every platform.
And that's what all this stuff going on. Y'all know, man. I know y'all wiping it up right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
The WAP is alive.
I know what it is. I like me personally. I love WAP. Yeah, that's cool.
Everybody loves WAP.
I love Wham.
But they don't want to talk about
unless
it.
you're a female who ain't got that.
I love a little Wham. You know what I'm saying? I love some Pam. You know, so I'm always there. Wham and Pam.
Some of y'all might need some Pam.
Y'all know what the Pam is. You know what the
Tell them what it is, young, black, and nasty.
my shit sound like a...
That make a nigga sound 17.
That sound like a black soap opera.
Young, black, and nasty.
Somebody like this.
Definitely sound like a porno.
Damn, BT came up. Young, black, and nasty.
What time is it?
I need my cat. That's
Pam,
all
that's
I'm
pussy ass mouth.
They didn't make a song about that.
They do. Actually,
It's coming out.
No, they do. B King, that's old. Pussy
I'm not
ass
talking
mouth.
about B King. I'm talking about.
And then you got that's Pam. And then you got the what I like, the Wham. That's wet ass mouth.
Yeah, I knew that one.
Yeah.
Who
you know,
was a dry mouth?
Yeah, I'm just talking. No,
We talking about
no. This
drinking.
thing, it's not. When I say wet ass mouth, you don't just jump straight to, well, who wants a dry mouth? Because that's somebody who don't have like a wet mouth. That's somebody who don't have a wet mouth. Who's like,
everybody has a
my mouth ain't dry. No, I'm talking about a wet ass mouth. The way, you know what I'm saying? That's like saying our pussy.
So look, y'all know how wet ass
talking wet ass.
I feel like every nigga.
Well, that's what she was talking about. She's very specific.
female.
I'm talking about a wet ass mouth.
I feel like a wet ass pussy is a responsibility of not responsibility, but kind of like, you know, provoked by the dude. So if the dude is what it's
So really, y'all ain't shit.
that's what I'm saying. We ain't shit.
We gotta bring it. We gotta provoke with ass pussy. We gotta.
If a bitch is tuned
And hope
in,
for head.
if she
And
tuned
hope
in,
for head. And hope for head.
Hopefully you press the right buttons.
I'm just saying, if a bitch is tuned in, you know
I always
what I'm
say-
saying, then she gonna have that walk.
I always say good dick is way more, and I love, because I love women. But when it comes down to me being a man and understanding my capabilities and what I can do, and understanding what it is, good dick has what, like Pimp C said, the pussy dime a dozen, but good dick ain't free.
You know, it's time to end the
Everybody-
show.
No, you don't want to hear that?
Yeah,
The
Reverend Pimp C. Yeah.
When the Pimp C clothes start to come,
all right, think about
it's time to end the
that.
show.
No, we're going to say that because you ladies need to sleep on this.
Yep.
And you done
Come on, Pimp.
Think about this.
Give him something to sleep on.
Think about this.
Come on.
When I say that good dick is more valuable, because it's rarer.
Yep.
I agree.
Because it's rarer. You know what I'm saying? Because because you
It's
know
only
what?
a couple of them.
Because the way y'all talk about every woman out here is
Got some
woman,
good, yeah.
and they trying to say that it ain't saying that we got it. It's women empowerment. All right, that's cool. You trying to empower yourself to well. All right, that's fine. But
we ain't saying lie on these other niggas.
Right.
It's me. It ain't all of them.
And the thing about it is, if you get any woman out here that's listening, if you get some good ass dick, no matter how bad of a nigga it's attached to, you gonna try. You trying to fix that dick. You gonna try to fix that dick. Ain't that bad? Because you didn't know the last 3 dicks you done went. And you're trying to have that. You ain't had no more dicks. You like.
I can't have no more in it.
You done already raced them 3 dicks from high school because you said you were young and you said they don't count. So you done raced them.
That's 3. That's 3.
Yeah.
And that was last grade.
Yeah, then you got your whole phase in college.
Yeah, you know, that you just don't want that to ever happen.
You know what I'm saying? So you got all that. So now you done found some good dick. You know what I'm saying? And then you like, shit. You like, ooh, motherfucker, why? You crying to your friend, why do you have to do this?
Just
And he like, because I just got out.
You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because I got out.
The dick. It's right there.
Because I feel like I just got out.
You know what I'm saying?
Every time.
So that's why you like, when it comes down to it, you like, yeah, good ass pussy, like y'all say, good ass pussy. It come out, you said it's on to us anyway. So if a nigga got some good ass dick, guess what? He always getting good ass pussy.
Yep.
Exactly.
No matter what.
So that means that's what.
Perception in there.
So you know what that means?
Sure is.
That means if he got good ass dick, even without you, he gonna find the good ass pussy.
He gonna create.
Can you say the same?
You got good pussy.
You say you got good ass dick.
You can't.
That's a mini fact. Right? That's a mini
I
fact.
think the term was
That's the real
wet,
shit.
not good.
No.
I'm just saying, I know.
Wet implies good.
Okay.
Put that out there.
I guess I didn't know that.
See, we're gonna teach.
Oh, here we go. Now they just you see what you know what they doing there.
Yeah.
This is what we
Shut
do.
up,
They play with words.
It wasn't me.
I gotta go to the Greek origin.
Yeah.
Women
switch it up now.
Women are the greatest warriors. They do not die.
They do not.
They don't go down.
They ain't taking no L's tonight.
They don't wave the flag.
Yeah, they ain't taking no L.
Now,
you gotta kill their ass.
motherfuckers say, well, in actuality,
That's not what we were talking about.
you don't necessarily have
Metaphorically speaking.
The lyrics say.
I'm just letting you know. That's what we talking about.
She make the dick.
I'm just saying, man. That's just something I want to leave
But
y'all
I
with.
digress. I really want to hear these comedy snippets, so we are gonna play those.
Okay.
WAP or not.
You know, you don't have to have the
We
WAP to
close the
listen
show. We
to
gotta
this.
get social.
You don't have to have the WAP to listen.
You ain't gotta have a WAP to listen to this, so you can have a DOP and listen to
Yeah,
it.
you can be on your way to WAP.
You can have a lukewarm.
This might these shows might produce WAP.
You can have.
You never know.
You know, some of y'all are spit starters. It's okay.
These shows produce WAP. Every woman must
And
hear
that's okay.
this.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be a spit starter. You got to turn that key. It's okay. But do you run?
Be a good spitter.
Ben is killing me in here.
Be good at something.
I swear. I do thank you for coming through and sharing your thoughts with us. We are going to get into your three-piece comedy situation that you sent through.
Yeah, this is
and
a
we'll get them last.
preview.
You know what I'm saying? We look forward to the four.
I don't know how much longer is the show. Cause
The show was over 25 minutes ago.
okay,
It was
I was about to say
We can
'cause
shoot the shit.
they are, you know, like they ain't like it's like 4 minutes. I think the one is like 8.
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm gonna play it regardless.
Okay, well, do you
Whether
play
the
it?
show is going, I'm gonna play that shit,
Okay,
and my
still
offer
playing.
stays open.
Okay.
And I will say to tune in on Sunday because we are doing the first official indie versus your favorite indie artist versus the next favorite indie artist. We got Chaotic Conspiracy. And Quiet Storm, the lyrical musician.
Mm-hmm.
So tune in on Sunday at 7. It's gonna be dope. The Letter Jam family's gonna be in the building, and I'm super excited about it. I want to see who's gonna come through. We got a lot in store for you motherfuckers. So make sure you guys follow us at We Love LUV2 Jam, or tune in at www.love2jamradio.com. I'm Miss Lovey, Queen of all things indie. Thank you, Mr. Jackson, for coming through.
Thank you. And
You
come
know,
out
you're-
Sunday. Come out Sunday at the 180 salon off 1960.
I don't know exactly where it's at. Is it by CVS? Have you been there?
I went there. It's Creek. What is it? Creek? It's actually like Creek
Cypress?
Parkway.
Cypress Creek
Matter of fact,
Parkway.
I got the address. 2580 Cypress Creek Parkway.
I
Come
know
out
exactly
2
where it's at.
shows. One at 7. One at 9 p.m. It's gonna be great.
We got tickets over here at Letter Jam, so we'll be in
I
there.
might pull up on Sunday.
Depending on the time. Thank you for coming through. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check us out tomorrow. We got Real with Rillos possibly.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 7
Hey,
o'clock.
hey,
And we also
Hold on, don't
following-
do me like you don't know if I'm having a show tonight. I told you last week. I'm for sure doing the show.
Well, we
tomorrow.
have Real with Rillos.
And I actually have a special guest. It's Palmer Print and Press. He's actually a designer. He does T-shirts. He does masks. He does everything. I think for the wedding, he's gonna do us like masks with our pictures on it.
Oh, cool.
And he's gonna give those to all the guests. It's gonna be like a social distancing thing as well. So he's doing his thing. He's gonna be here tomorrow. He's actually an artist as well. So we're gonna talk about a lot of the Houston freestyle and the stuff he came up on tomorrow. So we're gonna have a dope show tomorrow.
Okay, and following that, we have In the Nude Radio with Miss Cookie. So make sure you guys tune in. I'm Miss Lovey, Queen of all things Indian. This is Letter Jam Radio. We will catch you motherfuckers tomorrow.